Hi everyone, welcome back to PSSAG TV. Chris here once again for our product series and joined once again with the founder and owner David McGavin. Hello mate.
Hey Chris.
Well, here's a bit of kit which you're such a fan of. You have taken it off your planner, brought it into the studio so you can tell everyone how great it is, and it is called FurrowForce. Another cool name, but it's a cool product as well. Why do you love it so much? What does it do firstly?
We're basically trying to solve the age-old problem that everyone has of closing the seed trench.
Yep.
You know, we're taking a set of discs and we're in ideal condition. I guess we're opening the seed trench without any extra force, so it's not too hard to close. But as it gets tough to plant and we start driving the discs in deeper, we're creating a problem where we've got to close that trench. It's hard to open it when we go deep, so therefore it's hard to close it.
Gotcha. Yep.
And quite often we're using, cast wheels, spiked wheels, too much force at the back there, so if we are closing it, sometimes we're compacting it that hard that that little seedling can't come out.
Yeah.
So it's been it's a bit personal for us because we've had a couple of plantings where we've done ourselves and done a terrible job.
Yeah.
We've had all the metering under the sun. Chuck Norris and his Delta Force, we've had that.
But
we've done a poor job.
You've done everything right, and then you really need that soil to come over the top, and it's been hard to dial that in and get that done right.
Yeah, it's been near impossible, so we've been juggling around with things. It's the one thing we hear our growers talk about too. It's the one thing that's the most obvious to them, closing the seed trench, closing the seed trench.
Right.
And Precision put a real focus on it over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And last year did a lot of beta testing in the States, or alpha testing. And then they asked us if we could run FurrowForce on our plan, and we were lucky enough to run 20 of them.
Yeah.
It stopped, I guess one thing for us, we stopped having to look for what we were going to use last year. Crossed our fingers that Precision got it right again. The system turned up, and then just the look of it, I could tell it was going to do a job. But if I explain roughly what we do, we've got the notch wheels at the front that they're trying to close the seed trench the same way we open it, basically.
Gotcha.
They're a spiky wheel, so they actually create a lot of tilth in there. When we're trying to close that seed trench, we still want the soil to be soft enough that the seed can get out
Loose
through.
enough, sure.
We need to get all the air out of the system, and we still needed a consistent moisture. If we mix that dirt up so it's a consistent moisture, you imagine the seed trench with dry, wet, well, it doesn't sub up very well, and overnight the moisture doesn't draw back up there.
Yeah.
But if you've got a consistent moisture through that profile, you'll get a nice wicking of the moisture up, and it's easy for the seed to come out of the ground when it's got good moisture.
So that first test, once you chucked it on, how'd it go?
Really good. So we're in extreme conditions where we got some rain. I'm going to think we were around that 40 mils of rain on Friday, and we thought, right, well,
let's go.
Our agronomist said get into it on Saturday, and I said, no, that's way too soon. Well, he was right. By Saturday afternoon, it was drying out.
Wow.
So we basically were planning into really marginal conditions where 2 days later almost everyone else had pulled up around us, and we just kept going deeper with the discs and then deeper with these notch wheels. It's an incredible system that if we're digging in the seed trench for seed and we start to notice a little bit of dry soil in there, you're able to take the depth adjustment, give it half a turn, full turn, lock it back down, and that lets those notch wheels go down in.
Brilliant.
In deeper, bring up some of that moisture, and just a really consistent seedbed. It's what you do in the garden. If you're thinking, we actually planted in front of our new office, we planted some seed there, some corn, some cotton, some sorghum, and it's exactly what I did there. I took a screwdriver, I dug down, loosened it all up, put the seed in and firmed it down, and it's exactly what this is doing.
Wow.
Digging it all up, these notch wheels or the stitch wheels at the back are firming it down. This is the manual adjust version. Precision have got an auto adjust, a little bit like Delta Force for closing, where we're sensing at the back here how much pressure we've got on the notched wheels, and we're adjusting that airbag. Same thing, 5 times a second, fast, keeping it always in the ground, doing a perfect job.
Because you are farming, so you're using these products. And the one thing that was a headache for you, and no doubt many people watching this, was this part of the chain of what you need to do. And this is the solution to that headache. in your mind.
It's a real solution.
Yeah.
There's so many variables. You can have different soil types, different soil types, top and the bottom, but the biggest variable is moisture.
Yeah.
Because if we've got somewhere where the moisture's run off and it's a wetter area, it's easy to close, it's soft, but then you've got a hard soil type, different moisture levels, you don't know what's going on out there. And just the combination of these two stages, they call it. So we're closing it with the front, then we're firming it down at the back. Those wheels at the back here are actually interlock and they're stitching the dirt back together. They're pulling it together, stitching, they're slightly skidding on the surface, so there's no need to run chains after this.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I saw what it did at home. I was nervous we'd missed our boat, missed the boat as far as moisture, and it was just incredible.
Look how stoked he is. So I can only suggest you're going to get the same sort of benefits from this amazing bit of kit, once again, from this great company that just wants to give you the very best products available to make life so much easier for you out there in the field. So folks, thanks for watching PSSAG TV. FurrowForce, another one in the family. See you next time.
Thank you.